Hey, what's up, guys? Little man with a big opinion here. Today's video, I am kind of dropping the ball on y'all because I just got the notification that it's tax-free weekend. Hurricane season starts for the state of Texas on June 1st. And so there are a list of supplies that the state of Texas deems appropriate to waive the tax fee. And I know other states do this for different seasons. Like California has a tax-free weekend for getting ready for their fire season. And so I'm going to discuss some of the things. I'm going to discuss the most recent prep that I got. And, we'll see how long this video goes for. So some of the things on the list for the emergency preparedness supplies sales tax holiday, which ends midnight on Monday. It started Saturday at 12:01 a.m. And the list is if you spend less than $3,000 on a portable generator, you can waive the sales tax. If you spend less than $300 on emergency ladders or hurricane shutters, and then spending less than $75 on axes, batteries, single or multi-pack of AAA, AA, CD, 6-volt or 9-volt, non-electric can openers, carbon dioxide detectors, coolers and ice chests for food storage, non-electric, fire extinguishers, first aid kits, fuel containers, ground anchor system and tie-down kits, hatchets, ice products, reusable and artificial, light sources, portable self-powered, including battery-operated. So you can pay no sales tax on a OLight flashlight if you would like to. Not sponsored by them in any way. I just think it's a really good prepping item to have, mostly because this one, the battery is rechargeable with USB-C. It's water resistant. It's got 2 modes, and it's just a solid flashlight to have. Other things on the list, mobile telephone batteries and mobile telephone chargers, radios, portable self-powered, including battery-operated, two-way and weather band radios, smoke detectors, tarps, and other plastic sheeting. Things that do not qualify: camping stoves, masks, cleaning supplies, gloves, toilet paper, bigger batteries for, your car, boat, RVs, things of that nature, plywood, chainsaws, extension ladders, step ladders, tents, repair or replacement parts for emergency preparedness supplies, or services performed on your emergency preparedness supplies. All right. You still have to pay shipping fees, handling fees, transportation charges, things of that nature. And so that's the general list. State of Texas does that to help you get ready for the hurricane season. Here lately, it's either extremely mild and we don't have a single one hit the coast, or we have several really bad ones that affect tens of thousands, if not millions of people. I say millions. I remember Harvey tore up through Houston, and Houston's got a lot of people there. I don't know what other states do. I just know what the state of Texas does. So if your state offers anything like that, you can put it in the comment section. That way, other viewers, if they are also in your state, you can save them a little bit of research. On to the prep that I got. So here recently, me and the wife have been making donations to our local, pantry boxes. They're typically outside of churches. And this came into the box. And the glare, let me pull one out of the Ziploc. It is a bunch of the 1 quart packs of the instant non-fat dry milk. The reason I grabbed it is the person had wrote expired on the bag. When I looked at the date, Best Buy March 4th, 2022. So if you didn't know it with these milk containers, this milk has been freeze dried. Its packaging feels like a Mylar bag. It's not. I don't think it's quite a Mylar bag. So at a bare minimum, you can leave it in here, but I would stick them in the freezer. That way you can kill anything that might be in there, stick it in there for 3 to 5 days. And I went and bought a pack for myself. It was less than $4. And this is the smallest container they come in. This has 3 1-quart pouches inside of it. This one will expire, according to them, October 26, 2024. And this will make 3 quarts of milk. You mix it with water. They say it's best chilled. So if you don't have a way to chill it, then you're going to drink it at room temperature. But it's another great prep. Most people don't know that it's freeze dried. So based off of other freeze dried products and the research they've done, it should last at least 30 years. The science behind it says that it should last forever. It just hasn't been tested that way. Our, FDA and USDA, they've got to go through very strict testing processes before they can claim it'll last for X amount of years. And right now, I think Mountain House is the only people that have done that. I remember when I first started buying Mountain House, it was they could only put a 20-year time period on their products, and now they're up to 30. Basically, every 5 years, they increase that number. And so this is freeze dried. You can get it at your local Walmart. It's the Walmart brand. At least at the Walmarts around me, I've never seen a different brand. But the research that I have done on it, it's good to go. The other really great thing about it is you look at their ingredients and it is milk. That's it. They don't add anything else. They freeze dry it. It's milk. You're good to go. So from that blessing box, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 quarts of milk. If you would like to feel a bit safer, you can stick it inside of mason jars and freeze it that way. For myself, I've gone back and forth between storing some of it in their original packaging. I put it in mason jars. I put it in other Mylar bags with the oxygen absorber. And periodically I pull stuff out. I test it, if I don't get sick and it still tastes relatively good, then I call that a win. But going a little bit back to the last thing is, this is one of the few instances that I will say is a good idea to have a credit card. And I'm not saying max out your credit card and spend money like you don't have it. So use the credit card as if you were going to use your debit card or cash to purchase these things anyway. If you buy products from Walmart and you use a Capital One card, you will get 2% cash back in the store. If you purchase things online, you will get 5% cash back. This is eligible for their cash back. So you spend $100 and get a bunch of milk. If you go in the store, you're going to save yourself $2. If you buy it online, you're going to save yourself $5. So if you are a prepper on a budget, it is a very good thing to do. This stuff doesn't taste bad. Chilled. It's okay at room temperature. But you do need to make, if you're going to do it at room temperature, the amount that you are going to consume. Because if it's just left out and not refrigerated, it does go bad very quickly. Its directions: to make 1 quart, add 1 pouch of great value instant non-dry fat milk into 3 1/4 cup of cold water. So it's not quite a 1-to-1. Stir well until dissolved. For better flavor, store in a tightly sealed glass container and refrigerate overnight before serving. It doesn't say anything more on that, but after about a week, it does start to taste funny. So that goes back to the only make what you're going to consume. And I have found that sometimes add a little bit more water and it tastes a little bit better and it gets it fully dissolved. If you go a little bit less on the water, it almost feels like you mixed in chocolate milk powder and it didn't quite get the dissolve rate that you would like. The other thing that makes a lot of sense with this is you need to have ample water storage if this is going to be, an addition to your preps. Just like everything with freeze dried, it is very water intensive. I've never tried to just consume the powder like it's a protein shake or anything, and you're just taking the powder. So this is another water intensive prep. Other than that, for me, I'm going to put it inside of some mason jars. I don't remember what I spent on this. I also have the Mylar bags that I could stick it inside of, but that's just my extra precaution because I do think there is a small amount of air in the package. I can feel it. So Walmart doesn't spend the money to vacuum seal it or anyway, or put a oxygen absorber inside of it. So if you ever see any of this and it's anywhere past its expiration date, it's still good for several years past that, and just take the extra precautions to make it last much longer. And it's a fairly cheap prep to add to the rest of your preps. This can be a huge morale booster for people that have just been drinking water and they don't have access to anything else to drink. So that being said, I'm going to try to be doing more live streams. I'll do my best to notify y'all if you actually want to hop into these live streams and ask me questions, and maybe I can answer them right then and there. Maybe I have to do a little bit of research. But if you're in Texas, you still got about 30 hours left of the tax-free weekend. So use it. You're saving 8.25%. And, if you're buying that that generator, that's about a $240 savings if you spend right at the $3,000 mark. So continue prepping, stay within your budget. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you enjoyed what I'm doing with the channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you have a friend or family member that would benefit from these discussions, go ahead and share the channel with them. And with that, catch you in the next one.